All right, let's go back and take a look at more great golf here at BOYNE.
The initial course to be created at BOYNE Highlands was the Heather back in 1966. The best architect of the day was Robert Trent Jones, and owner Everett Kircher wanted him to make something very special. It's a gentle flowing parkland layout reminiscent of Augusta National, punctuated by white flash sand bunkers and a magnificent finishing hole.
The pond behind me, the 18th, Dad wanted a heroic risk-reward hole, and Jones didn't want water on the last hole, and Dad did, and you can see who won that battle, I guess. So the Heather finishes, with about 150, 60-yard carry over water, and I think it was success overall. I think ultimately Jones probably would have liked it.
In 2019, the Heather was awarded a very prestigious honor as Course of the Year from the National Golf Course Owners Association. It's well-deserved, and it's a blast to play. Let's move on to the Hills course. Here, architect Arthur Hills had a massive piece of property to work with that comes complete with a whopping 9 miles of cart paths. Nearly every hole is exclusive to its own, creating a stadium-like feel.
We tried to give him enough property and do something totally different than our other golf courses. And he created these great waste bunkers that you're hitting across, and the fairway looks kind of small when you're on the tee box, but when you get out there, you can see that you can actually probably land a space shuttle on some of those fairways, and wanted to create something totally different than we have, and that's a big piece of property.
There's beauty around every corner of the 3 BOYNE properties, including catching a majestic sunset on tranquil Deer Lake, to the wide variety of nature that can be found on all of the courses. But when the sightseeing concludes and it's time to work on your game, the fitting center, complete with the state-of-the-art gear system, will help. They also have a monster practice facility with a number of world-class instructors.
I've taught and been privileged to work at some of the best facilities all over the country, and this is probably the best I've ever seen. We have a driving range here that's almost 360 degrees, which gives us every single angle, every conceivable wind direction when we're training students. We've got multiple putting greens, chipping areas, high rough, short grass, whatever type of condition we want to recreate, we've got available to us here. So it's a wonderful area to train students and to help people get better.
The first ever replica course was created here with the Donald Ross Memorial. 18 great design holes, courtesy of the legendary Scottish architect, were placed here, many of them after private layouts from all over the world. It was a cool, groundbreaking idea from founder Everett Kircher.
And he felt that he could bring, a little bit like Henry Ford, bring the great works of art to the people, not just the private person. So he absolutely had that as part of his thinking. A little Henry Ford in him in that context, wanting to give a gift to people that wouldn't experience those things.
The hardest thing to find if you have not been here is you think of 10 golf courses and you think there's got to be some executive, there's got to be something that's doesn't fit. And I think they all do fit. They're all manicured to a standard that we've set, the expectation, the green speed, the things that you see here on the Heather, which, as a flagship original, you're going to experience the same things on the Alpine and the Monument.
Just think, you could play 36 holes a day for 5 straight days and not even play the same course twice. With 10 varied courses on the 3 BOYNE properties, there's always an open tee time waiting for you.
The cool thing about BOYNE is we don't really have a weak golf course. I mean, we've got the Moor, which is fantastic. We have AJGA tournaments out there. We've got, the Hills, which is kind of a fun course, goes up and down. It's a little wider, so you can bang your driver all over that course. And then I think the Ross is a real fun course to play. So, whatever kind of style you like, you go and play 4 or 5 different rounds during one trip. You're gonna get a different feel on every golf course, and you're gonna have a lot of fun.
You really can't beat the magnificent 10 courses and the 3 resorts of BOYNE Golf. Plus, it's a very easy drive from anywhere in the Chicagoland area.